Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know I am a die-hard drugstore gal, but there is some products from Sephora that I absolutely 100% love. And I wanted to share that with you because it is coming up to the Sephora VIB sale, the spring version. There's only 2 a year that they have it, spring and the fall. So that is always the perfect time when I make purchases for Sephora, taking advantage of the sale. If you've had some items in your cart or your basket, like I always do, I always have like a like list going and all that sort of stuff. I always wait until this time of year and make like usually my bigger purchases. I try to be really strategic on the products that I picked. These are products that I am currently in love with. They are my ride or dies, my holy grails. Some of these products I've used for quite some time, so I have a really good idea of how well they're working on my skin. I'll first go into just a little bit about the sale if you're not familiar with the Sephora VIB sale. So there is 3 different tiers to the Sephora rewards program. So the first one is called your Rouge member, so that they have access first and they get 20% off. And that is from April 14th to April 24th. Then the second tier is VIB, and they get 15% off. And that runs from April 18th to the 24th. And then there is the Insider members, and that's 10% off. And you get that from April 18th to the 24th. There is no limit to the discount. You can use it however many times as long as it's in that time frame. And then what I really, really like is that their whole Sephora collection, and they have some really good finds in their own house brand products. I have quite a few. I'm going to show you a few of them today, but that is 30% off, and that is for the entire sale. So right from the 14th of April to the 24th of April, that's 30% off of their Sephora collection items. And I should mention that it is like a free program. It's free to join. And the different tiers are based on how much you spend in a year. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So a complexion product that I've been using, I used it actually quite a bit last summertime. It's the Your Skin But Better CC Plus Nude Glow Cream. This stuff is amazing. I love it. It comes in SPF 40. So it's one of those products that, not that I rely on my foundation or my CC creams, that sort of thing, to give me that sun protection. I always wear additional sunscreen anyhow. But this is just one of those products that gives you that little bit of extra in case you have forgotten and you're running out the door and you're concerned that you've forgotten your sunscreen. This, with having the 40 in it, is fantastic. That's what I have on. I forgot to mention that too. I do have a lot of these products on today. I'm wearing them. I wanted to show you kind of what they look like. What I really like about the CC cream is it's one of those products that I can just throw on my face with my fingers if I want to. I personally like to use a sponge. I just find it sinks into the skin a little bit better and kind of shears it out a little bit. A CC cream I find can be a little bit on the thick side. I have this one in the shade Light, but how it blends into my skin feels so good. Like my skin feels so good afterwards. And like how easy that just blended in. It's a pretty decent shade match for me. I probably could have gone maybe a little bit lighter. I don't mind that little bit of extra color. And it has quite a pleasant scent to it. It's not like an overpowering, like a floral scent or like a perfumey scent. It's just a nice, pleasant scent. One thing to be mindful of is when you have products like this that have like SPF in it, always make sure to check the expiry date. So this one does have an expiry date right here, and it is going to be expiring August of 2023. So I do like to try and use these products up, especially when they have an expiry date on them. And then for an actual foundation, I did a whole first impression on this foundation quite some time ago when it first launched, but this gives my skin such a healthy, beautiful appearance. And it is the Nars, the Light Reflecting Foundation. I have this one in the shade Light Deauville, number 4. Beautiful, liquidy type of foundation. Again, this is one of those products that I prefer to put on with a sponge. It's not too too watery. It still has some consistency to it. The texture feels so good on the skin. And I won't go into too much detail just because I did a whole first impression video on it, and I will link that down below. But look at how beautiful that leaves my skin. Isn't that just amazing? really healthy looking. Doesn't feel too heavy. It's a very lightweight foundation. And I think it's really, really good if you have dry skin. I think if you have dry skin, you'll really enjoy this. Now, the two products that I'm going to show you now are a recent find for me, but I think that the one in particular has definitely taken the place of my Holy Grail concealer, and which was the Lancome Tint Idel concealer. But this one, thankfully, is a little bit cheaper. It's about $10 cheaper than the Lancome. But this stuff is amazing. Love it. I actually had one of my viewers after my last video. She left a comment saying that the Clinique concealer, which I'm going to show you here, she says is absolutely the best. She says she doesn't feel she needs to buy another concealer ever again. So that makes me so happy when I hear you guys leave comments like that, that you really enjoy the product, and that I know that I'm not the only one that likes it. So that's awesome to see. So what I have is the Clinique, the color corrector. So this is in the shade Peach. And then I have the actual concealer, and this is in the shade Breeze. The name of the products are the Clinique Even Better All Over concealer and then color corrector. So I first apply the color corrector, really like I just need like a little dot to kind of hide that dark pigmentation that I have under my eyes there. And then I go in, I leave that on for about a good minute and a half. And then I go in with the concealer, and then I've been using just my Angie Hot and Flashy brush to blend it all in. But the creaminess of the product, I've had this on now for several hours before, because I was doing some other stuff before I started filming. But look at my under eye area. It doesn't look like dry at all. It's not settling into my fine lines. I'm not getting those, what I call like little shark fins in the corner there. It's not bunching up and getting into all my fine lines. And how I have it right now, this is how it's going to look the rest of the day, and like until tonight when I take my makeup off. It is so amazing. I am so glad I came across this. I had it sitting for a while before I tried it, because I was trying so many other concealers at the time. But this is, I know it's a little bit on the higher price point, and I know that probably seems like a lot for a concealer, but I use this very sparingly. Like between the color corrector and the concealer, I just need a little bit of both, and the coverage is just amazing. Like I am so happy with it. I don't even have to set under my eyes with powder. I haven't set since I started using this combination. And it just doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't migrate down my face at all or anything like that. So happy with these two products. These are the two shades here. So this is the color corrector. This is the peach color corrector. And then that's the actual shade of concealer that I use. And one other thing I forgot to show you. So on it has the wand, but on top, it has one of those like sponge tip type of products. I personally don't use the sponge tip. I don't find it just does a good enough job of blending everything in. So I just prefer to use a brush, or even my fingertips. I use my fingertips a lot. Now this next product I have had on my channel a few times, and it is like my ride or die when it comes to like a liquid eyeshadow. And it's the Ilia. This is called the Liquid Powder Chromatic Eye Tint. My goodness, you guys. This is such an incredible little magical product. And I say magical because what it looks like on the outside. So I'll show you a swatch of what the product as it comes out of the packaging. So it looks like that. It's like almost like a brown kind of type of product. The actual shade is called Fresco. But what is so amazing, because it has that dual chrome look, is what I have on my eyes right now. And on my eyes, it looks like a gray taupey kind of color. So I usually just put it onto my eye, and then I blend it in with my finger first, and it turns it from a liquid to a powder. So as I'm blending it onto my eye, it starts feeling like a powder. It's amazing. It's like the coolest thing. And then I usually take a brush after that, like a really fluffy brush, and I just make sure everything is blended in. But look at that. Isn't it like so when you see the color, so going from like, it looks like this brown coppery color to like this gray color taupe. It's amazing. I love it. It's like I said, it's like a magical little eyeshadow, and it's one of those one and dones, right? Like you just put it on. That's all I have on my eyes today. I did not put any other eyeshadow on my eyes. I think this is such a great product to throw on, run out the door kind of thing. And I don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't crease. It's going to stay there. It doesn't budge. It just stays there the rest of the day. Next up is mascara. So I have become such a huge fan of this mascara. It is the Merit Clean Lash Mascara. I think this is one of the best tubing mascaras I've tried. I love how it, at the end of the night, it just glides off my lashes. It doesn't damage them at all. As I'm trying, like I'm not tugging at all, trying to get the mascara off. It doesn't give me that raccoon eyes. It doesn't flake. It doesn't smudge at the end of the night. How I put it on, when I first initially put it on, it looks the same way at the end of the night. You can build it up. It's not like the mascara that's going to give me like insane lengthening. It's not that kind of mascara, but I love the softness of it. I love how it gives me kind of like these little wispy type of lashes. You can put this on and keep putting it on and keep putting it on and it doesn't like clump at all. It doesn't get clumpy. So it's just an amazing mascara. Absolutely love it. And it's definitely has made its way into my top mascara list. I'm a huge fan of Makeup by Mario products. And one of the products that stands out for me is his bronzer. This is called the Soft Sculpt Bronzer. I think this is such a beautiful bronzer. I love all of his packaging. He just has like, it's that magnetic kind of closure. So, I mean, I know that's not everything. Packaging isn't everything, but I just love how he does that with so much of his products. This feels so buttery. This one I have in the shade light medium. It's just a gorgeous brown. It gives a matte finish. It's buildable, it's lightweight, blends in such a, like so well, like as I'm putting it on my forehead and all that sort of stuff. I do have it on today, like I had mentioned. It's never like an orangey or like a muddy looking bronzer. I really don't like those type of bronzers. And I like more of like how it makes you look like a natural kind of bronze. And I find the shades are just very flattering on like everybody. So definitely one of my favorite bronzers from Sephora. Now, a highlighter that has made its way into my love category is the Rare Beauty. This is the Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter. I have this one in the shade Mesmerize. There is something about this highlighter that is just, it's almost unearthly. Like, I don't know, it just is so beautiful. I have it on my cheeks today. It gives this gorgeous, like a glass-like appearance. That's it right there. It doesn't ever feel like heavy on the face. It doesn't sink into my fine lines. It's going to stay there the rest of the day. It doesn't fade. It gives my skin just like a really healthy, natural looking glow. It's one of those highlighters that it doesn't look powdery at all. If you're familiar with any Rare Beauty products, they are like a vegan product, cruelty-free. This is one of the best. Like I absolutely just love this highlighter. And I also like how she just, it's little details. She gives you a little mirror in your compact. 2 lip products that I thoroughly enjoy. One of them I have on my channel a lot, but it is like one of my ride or dies for like a plumping product. It's the Buxom Plump Shot. This is a collagen-infused lip serum. I did put it on my lips today before I applied my lipstick. I always apply it before I start my makeup routine, so it gives my lips a chance to just get a little bit of plumpness. I'm not going to say it's giving me like, duck lips or something like that. It's not like that. It's very gentle. It doesn't give you that like bee sting kind of feeling on like where it's burning. I don't like those ones. Those are just like, that's too potent for me. This is just a nice subtle bit of heat on your lips, but it does give just a tiny bit of plumping effect. So this is like one of my favorite products. I restock this one all the time during the sale. I'll usually probably buy about 2 of them, and then that will last me until the next time the sale comes up. And so for the other lip product, this is another Makeup by Mario product. And this is the Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. There's several shades of this one. I do have this one on today. And it's such a comfortable product. It's a lip cream, so it's not like a liquid lipstick where it's just gonna suck the life out of your lips. Like my lips feel very hydrated right now. They're not like sticky, they don't feel dry. It has a nice little wand. And then I have this one in the shade Pinky Brown. So that's it right there. So it does have more of like a neutral shade to it. It's one of those lip products that when you like say take a drink from your glass or whatever, it doesn't leave like a rim, like a mark left on your glass. I hate it when lipsticks do that, but this one doesn't leave like any transfer on the glass or anything like that. And you can tell he just put some real thought into this product. I love how it kind of shows you that little detail right here of what the color looks like. And the packaging, like all of his packaging, is just beautiful. And then as I mentioned in my introduction, Sephora collection items are extremely, extremely good. And the quality is just amazing. So I have a few different types of products. I'm going to show them all at once, even though they do different areas of the face. It's just easier to do it that way. So I have 2 eyeliners, I have a lip liner, and I have an eyebrow pencil. So the first off, I'll do the eyebrow. This is... Let me just get my glasses because the writing is really, really small. So this is the Sephora retractable brow pencil. This is a waterproof version. I have this one in the shade medium brown. So I like how it has the spoolie on the end. Just a nice tip of a pencil. I'm going to have to start using my other hand because my other one's getting full here. That's the shade right there. So just a nice brown. Does a really good job on my brows. What I like about the Sephora collection, like I had mentioned to you, is this is probably with the 30% off discount. This is probably cheaper than some of the drugstore versions of eyebrow pencils, whether it be Maybelline, CoverGirl, Revlon. This is probably going to be cheaper than buying a drugstore version right now. The next product is eyeliner, and this is the Sephora. This is a retractable eyeliner, also waterproof. And this is called Shimmer Taupe. Have it under my eyes. And I did a little bit of like right on my corner of my eye. Unfortunately, you can't see it because I have my falsies on today. So it's that one right there. Just a gorgeous shade. It's just a little bit different than my Urban Decay, my 24/7 Glide On, the color Bourbon. I really enjoyed that one. For the price, you can't go wrong with this one. And it's such a beautiful shade. It's not like a harsh black. It's not like too much of like a brown. It's just a beautiful, beautiful shade of taupe. And then just the fact that it's waterproof, it's not going to go anywhere for the rest of the day until I take my makeup off tonight. And I've had this one on my channel a bunch of times. So this is the Sephora, I believe this is the 12-hour contour eye pencil. I have this one in the shade Coconut. This is a matte formula. But this is the one that I have in my bottom waterline right now. Am I going to say it lasts like the 12 hours? No, it doesn't exactly last 12 hours. I'm going to say at least 8, at least on my eyes. I don't have overly watery eyes or anything, so I'm going to say it lasts at least a good 8. So that's the shade right there. So it's not like a stark white color where I think that just looks too artificial. It's just a nice creamy color, and it just gives that little bit of, brightens up your eyes whenever you put like a nice waterline color on. It just kind of brightens your eyes up. And the thing about the Sephora is there is so many different shades in each of these, like whether you have eyebrow, eyeliner, that sort of thing, several shades of them. And then the last one is the Sephora. This is the Contour Gel Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade Nothing But Nude. So I did line my lips with this before I put on that Makeup by Mario shade. So it's that one right there. Just a nice nude shade. Because I do wear a lot of like neutral type of shades for my lips. But again, last all day. And there's a lot of times where I'll just use this lip liner and fill my lips in and just put like a gloss on, and I'm good for the day. So absolutely love all of the Sephora like eyeliners and eyebrow and lip liners and all that sort of stuff. And just to highlight some of the skincare products that I love getting from Sephora. Now I have made a combination that my skin is absolutely loving right now. And it's the Clinique. This is the Dramatically Different Moisturizer Lotion and the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. These two are a match made in heaven. My skin looks so incredibly smooth, healthy looking. Love the glow that I get. So I get, even just from using this lotion, I just get a really nice, healthy appearance to my face. It looks hydrated. It doesn't feel greasy at all. Absorbs into the skin beautifully. So this is one of my favorite like higher end moisturizers. And I like that it has a pump as well. And then this has, and I just had it in my other video, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but this has become a staple in my routine. And it's funny, right before I came on camera, I was just quickly reading through some of my comments, and because I just had it in my last video, and one of my viewers reached out. Let me just see what her name is here. Wendy. So Wendy says, I'm loving the Merit Great Skin Serum. My skin is looking so good that I don't need to wear a foundation. That is high praise for this product, and I have to agree with her. My skin looks so amazing. I love it. Gives me just a healthy glow, and I can't say enough about this. This is such an amazing product. I am so glad I've incorporated it into my routine. Holy Grail sunscreen, and this product I primarily just use on my face. I don't use it anywhere else. So I do just buy the little version of it because I don't want it expiring. And it is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. What I enjoy the most about this product is it's like a clear type of product, but I use it also as a primer, and that's what you can use it as, also as a primer. I'm gonna use this sparingly because I don't want to waste it. So right there, I have it. And then once you rub it in, oh, like it just feels, for a sunscreen, this is so amazing. I haven't tried any of the other Supergoop, although I've heard that they are really good as well. But this just like, it's just gliding on my skin right now. So I love this for like having that dual purpose of being a sunscreen, but also being my primer. You know, I love products that kind of save me some time, right? So as soon as I put on my sunscreen and I know it's being used as a primer, I let it sit for like a couple of minutes just so it has time to absorb into my skin, and then I carry on with the rest of my makeup routine. If you're somebody that likes a self-tanner, but you can customize it, then I highly recommend, it's the Isle of Paradise, the Self-Tanning Drops. I have this one in the shade, I have medium. Now you can use this strictly for your face, you can use it for your body, but what you do is you use the dropper, so it has like a little dropper, and I mix it in with my my moisturizer. So if I want to have like a really look like I've been to Hawaii kind of tan, then for my skin tone, I use like 2 drops, and by the next day, my skin will just have this beautiful tan look. The video that I had it, and I used a little bit too much. I'll show the video over here. It's when I was testing out a foundation. But it'll just kind of give you the idea of how tanned I look. And that was using, I used 2 drops one day, and then the next day I used another 2 drops in with my moisturizer. Because I take moisturizer, I put it on the back of my hand, and then I take 2 of these drops, I squeeze them into there, I mix it together, and then I just applied it all over my face. And wow, did I ever look tan? And I was like, oh my goodness, I look like so tanned. So this is one of those products that I love because you can adjust it to whatever you need. If you go too dark, or you just want to maintain it, then maybe just use 1 drop. Or if you want like a really nice deep tan, then go like 3-4 drops if you want to. But I love this one. Like I said, I just love how you can customize it to what your needs are. It's not like one of those other self tanners where you kind of throw it on. Sometimes they can look really orangey, whereas this doesn't do that. Like it just gives a nice natural looking tan. Never looks orangey, doesn't ever look fake. It just looks very natural. So highly recommend this. And one of the products that I am, thank goodness, that the sale is coming up because I'm just about out. This is my Holy Grail lip mask, and I put this on every single night, and this has really helped improve my lips. They're not dry when I get up in the morning. My lips feel a little bit like still feel very supple. So I'm just about out, as you can see. I am down to like the last little nitty gritty stuff. I love this lip mask. So this is the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. And if I'm being honest, I think this has really improved my lips in giving them just a little bit of fullness. Like just, I'm going to say just a hint of fullness because I use it consistently. So I use it like every night before I go to bed. It's the last step that I throw it on, and you don't need a little bit. Like as I've been getting down to this last little bit, I've been using my nail and I just throw it onto my lips, rub it in, and I think this is way better than the Laneige one. I've never really been a big fan of the Laneige one. It's okay. I guess it's a sleep mask, like a lip mask that you put on at night. And I don't know. I think it's okay. I think this one is so much better than that. It gives you just a bit of like a cooling effect on your lip. Like when you go to bed, it has just like a little bit of like if you go, it's like a nice cooling effect. And I mean, that has to be doing something, right? I hope so anyhow. But I love this. It is just like my favorite nighttime product. And like I said, the best time to pick it up is right now when the sale's going on. So let me know if you've tried any of these products or what you're going to be picking up at the Sephora sale. If any of these intrigue you, what are your ride or die products that you get? So leave me comments down below. I will have everything else that I put on my face. I will have all of that linked and listed down below. If you've made it this far into the video, I thank you so much. And I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell that's right beside it. And that way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy this sort of content. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life. And I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!